This Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 has been hyped over the past few years as a great value, a luxury watch killer, and the best watch under $1,000. It has been compared to the AP Royal Oak, the Frederic Constant High Life, and many other watches both of higher and lower price. Well, I'll tell you all about the Tissot PRX with no hype and no BS on this episode of Adventures with Time. Full disclosure, I received this Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 as a birthday gift from my children. However, that does not sway my thoughts on this watch. They did a great job, with the help of their friend Bobby, finding a watch that would excite and gain approval from their watch collector father. Before getting into a discussion and review of the watch details, let me show you a brief overview of how this watch works in different wearing scenarios. Why? Because one attribute which increases the value proposition of this watch is its versatility. Summer days, business casual, dress, sports. The Tissot PRX works in all of these situations. This watch is a fusion of elegance and sportiness. What do I mean by that? The case style, integrated bracelet, and waffle pattern dial have the aesthetics of a dress watch. It has a clean look so as not to be flashy or loud. You can dress it up further by changing to an integrated leather strap. Yet this clean look can project a sporty vibe, especially if you switch over to an available Tissot integrated rubber strap. Looking closer at the design elements, I see a lot of great attributes and some not so great ones. One of the stars of the watch is this waffle pattern dial. Perhaps not as finely finished as that of the AP Royal Oak, to which people naturally compare it, but engaging in its own right. So rather than compare the Tissot PRX to other more highly priced watches, I prefer to look at this watch for what it offers and its value proposition. This is a great dial that reflects the light, providing great wrist appeal and interest. There is minimal printing that is actually incorporated into the dial pattern. Simple hour indices with polished bevels that add to the light play. Simple horizontal hands with matching matte centers and polished edges, and a nicely trimmed date window, all which is framed by this brushed flat case top to focus attention on the dial. Reflections are all over this watch, from the dial artifacts to the polished bezel and chamfered case edges. Even the bracelet, which continues the vertical brushing on the link tops and sides, has polished surfaces between the links, which ensures light play no matter from which angle you look. Even though it is a fairly nice bracelet, there are a couple of potential drawbacks. The first link in the integrated bracelet does not articulate, effectively extending the lug-to-lug distance. If you have a wrist on the smaller size, it may not be appropriate for your wrist. That doesn't impact my 7 7/8 inch wrist. Another potential shortcoming, no matter your wrist size, is the lack of a micro-adjustment mechanism. There are smaller links that are available. However, they require tools. To abate both of these issues, there are straps which can be used. Getting more specific about the Tissot PRX, this is a 40mm wide watch case with a thickness of 11.3mm and a lug-to-lug of 44mm. However, taking into account the fixed first bracelet links, it has an effective 52mm lug-to-lug. The integrated bracelet uses a 12mm lug width, which means you'll most likely have to rely on Tissot straps. A sapphire front crystal with anti-reflective coating, display case back, and 5mm push-pull crown afford 100 meters of water resistance, weighing in at 138 grams. The sparse application of superluminova on the hands is appropriate for a watch of this style, but may disappoint some lume junkies. The other nice element of this watch is the movement. The Powermatic 80 is based on the ETA 2824, modified to increase the power reserve from 38 to 80 hours. This is achieved by lowering the frequency to 21,800 beats per hour and using some lighter weight materials. One should note that you cannot regulate this movement, something you should consider when selecting a watch with this caliber. Overall, the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 is a watch with a great value proposition at $675 US retail. One can go for the quartz model rather than this automatic for about $300 less. However, it is not available with this waffle dial, and many watch enthusiasts who have a preference prefer an automatic watch, like me. The PRX has been a successful watch for Tissot, a Swiss brand which has been around since 1853. The quartz 40mm model was launched in 2020, quickly followed by this automatic version. Nothing like the PRX exists in this price range, certainly not with the same quality. The Christopher Ward 12 comes in around twice the retail price. Other watches with this look of luxury do exist in the under $1,000 range, but none with the style and specifications of this Tissot PRX. If you disagree, let us know in the comments. I like the Nomadic Marai 401 Pro, which has a very different set of aesthetics. You can see that watch in this video. Or go full high-end with the Blancpain 50 Fathoms in this recent review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.